Oil at $106, markets crashing, and a cabinet secretary is asking, when will my bunker be ready? Oil just hit $106 a barrel, the Dow is down, markets around the world are in freefall, and a US cabinet secretary just texted an underground bunker builder with one question: when will my bunker be finished? This is not a movie, this is happening right now. It is 3:46 a.m. Eastern Time, and the global economy is unraveling in real time. 1 week ago, oil was $70 a barrel. Today, West Texas Intermediate is over 101, Brent crude is over 106. That is not a spike, that is a supply shock, the biggest in recorded history, and it is being caused by one thing: the Strait of Hormuz is closed. 20% of the world's oil supply is trapped behind Iranian guns. Let me explain what happened. The IRG declared the Strait of Hormuz closed. They said any vessel trying to transit would be fired upon. Several tried, several were hit, one burned and sank. Then the insurance companies stepped in. They issued notices of cancellation for war coverage. Without insurance, no ship owner dares to transit. The strait might as well be a wall. President Trump tried to respond. He directed the U.S. Development Finance Agency to start offering vessel insurance. But here is the problem. Government has no business pretending to be an insurance company. They have no experience, no pricing model, no idea what they are doing. It is 1935 all over again. Government stepping into industries it does not understand and making a mess. Meanwhile, the cost is hitting home. In 1 week, gasoline jumped 50 cents a gallon. Diesel jumped almost $1. Every business that relies on fuel is passing those costs to you. Every dollar spent on gas is a dollar not spent anywhere else. The economy is bleeding out, and it is not just fuel. Unemployment has been rising all year. Artificial intelligence is replacing jobs that used to be secure for life. People who earned hefty salaries are now out of work. Their spending has stopped. The economy was already suffering before this war. Now it is collapsing. Here is where it gets surreal. Paul Joseph Watson posted something on X that should terrify you. A U.S. cabinet secretary texted Ron Hubbard, a man who builds Armageddon-proof underground nuclear bunkers, and asked, when will my bunker be ready? Think about that. A sitting cabinet official is preparing for nuclear war. Not hypothetical, not contingency planning. They are asking for delivery dates. Why? Because Israel is losing. Again, just like in June of last year, Iranian missiles are raining down. Tel Aviv, Haifa, direct hits. Cluster munitions releasing dozens of submunitions that cannot be intercepted. Israel's missile defenses are running out, and it gets worse. Iran has destroyed 4 American radar arrays in the Middle East. These are THAAD radars. The US only had 8 in the entire world. Half of them are now gone. Each one costs over $1 billion. Each takes over a year to build, and they cannot be replaced because they require gallium, a rare earth metal, and China has cut off the supply. So now the US and Israel are flying blind. Missiles are coming, and they cannot see them until it is too late. Over the weekend, Israel hit Iranian oil infrastructure. Iran responded by striking Oratrabin, Israel's largest power station. 19% of the country's electricity gone. Tel Aviv is in darkness. This is not a war of attrition. This is a war of annihilation, and the markets see it. They see that peace is not on the horizon. They see that Israel is losing. They see that the US with all its B-52s and B-2s cannot turn the tide, and they see that the strait remains closed. Now a source in Dubai just dropped a bombshell. Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, the Way, and Qatar are reviewing every single financial connection they have with the United States, every contract, every agreement, every treasury bill, every stock, every bond, everything. Why? Because they feel deceived. The US promised that its weapons could protect them from Iran, and now they know the truth. The US pulled its troops out of most bases in those countries, not because they wanted to, because they knew they could not protect them. The Arabs are asking themselves, if the US cannot protect us, why should we keep our money in America? A second source called me at 7:30 this morning. He said, you are about to see the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of human existence. It begins tomorrow, Tuesday, March 10th. I asked for details. He said he could not give them. I asked if I should take my money out of the bank. He said, your bank? Your bank will probably be out of business. I am not a rich man. What little I have I worked for. I cannot run to the bank and demand all my cash. They would refuse. But I am taking out a couple thousand, just in case. Maybe you should think about that too. Here is the nightmare no one wants to talk about. Israel has undeclared nuclear warheads. If they face total defeat, they may use one. If they do, Pakistan and North Korea may respond. If they do, the US may hit Pakistan and North Korea. If they do, China may hit the US for attacking its ally. This is not fear-mongering. This is the logic of mutual assured destruction playing out in real time, and cabinet officials are asking when their bunkers will be ready. Put simply, the world is in a real mess, and it is getting much worse. Oil at 106, markets crashing. Radars destroyed, allies reviewing their investments, bunker builders getting texts from cabinet secretaries. I am not a financial expert. Do not make decisions based on what I say. Talk to a licensed professional. But if you are on the East Coast, you have about 4 hours. Central and West Coast, a little longer. The greatest transfer of wealth in human history may begin tomorrow. and no one is coming to save you.